with regards to the relationship with Chrysler, I started as project manager on that job site and worked through the first 7 or 8 years of the relationship, actively on the project. When we started with Chrysler, we actually had a $400,000 project to renovate an existing space into a battery charging and battery storage location for Chrysler. We were a trade contractor under Walbridge, who was the CM for Chrysler, and that was our first project. And so we've now blossomed that first $390,000 contract into over $120 million worth of work. And so during our time at Chrysler, we've executed projects in many different fashions through many different delivery methods. We've been a self-performed subcontractor to construction managers and general contractors. We've been the general contractor, we've been the construction manager, we've been a design builder. Through all of those different relationships and through all those different projects, we've actually executed in excess of 2,200 projects. Working inside of the Chrysler facilities, we have executed a lot of work on a self-performed basis to help control the schedule. Our traditional things that we would self-perform inside of these facilities is demolition, particularly concrete demo. We've gotten into equipment demoing the production equipment, concrete work, general trades type work, putting up temporary partitions to section our areas off from the Chrysler existing operations. We have executed quite a bit of slab replacement work. We've poured in excess of 55,000 cubic yards of concrete over our duration of time, the 12 years at Chrysler. Executing numerous building additions, lots of renovations of office spaces, just taking existing spaces inside of their facilities and refreshing them and making them look like new. There's also a huge subcontractor component to the work that we do, whether it's electrical work, plumbing, fire protection, mechanical, painting, masonry, dirt work, all those type of things. And it really requires the expertise of a lot of subcontractors. All the things that we are good at, we are really good at, but there's a lot of things that we don't do and we require the expertise. And there is a large number of really qualified, excellent subcontractors in the Kokomo area that really have helped to make us as successful as we've been and to continue to make us that trusted partner with Chrysler. The work that we do is very difficult to plan. It's hard to execute working around a lot of the existing operations. I have to give a major shout out to all of the Shook teammates that have spent time working at Chrysler and making this relationship happen over the last 12 years and really solidifying it. There's too many people to name, but we have really had some fantastic folks that have done a great job of bidding work, executing the work in the field, doing so profitably, doing so safely. All of those things lead to a good, successful project, as well as the great relationship that we have with all the other contractors at Chrysler and with Chrysler themselves. We really feel like we are a trusted partner with them and helping them figure out the best ways to execute projects. We really feel like our expertise is brought in well by Chrysler. They look for our expertise, look for our advice, they value our opinion. They're really a great client to work with. They're one of the best ones that we have dealt with, and their personalities, their leadership people that they have at Chrysler are fantastic partners within project execution. The relationship with Chrysler is very unique. There are 5 different facilities in the Kokomo area, generally separated by less than 20 miles. But some days it almost feels like those different facilities could be separated by over 100 miles. Every single facility operates as its own unique entity and has their own leadership for projects and how they execute those projects. We have worked with over 40 different facilities engineers and project engineers, as well as 4 or 5 different engineering managers and different levels. The engineering managers generally cover multiple facilities. Each of the facilities engineers handle work at a respective facility by itself. Client management becomes very difficult when you're dealing with over 40 different people and working with those 40 different people across every single week, month, and over various durations during the year. Every personality is a little different. how they want their projects executed. So you have to tailor almost every single one of those 2,200 projects to each individual person, because each one of them has different wants, needs, and things that they want to see their projects execute. It's really been a fantastic relationship. We've worked really hard to gain their trust, and as a result of gaining their trust, we've become one of their trusted partners for executing projects. Whether it's budgeting, whether it's master planning, all of those type of things, they have the foresight to be able to come to the construction experts to be able to help navigate those projects, see where the pitfalls are going to be, and then be able to plan around those things. They're really a fantastic client to work with. They think about all of the different things that affect the construction process, which is good for us. And then we help them navigating that construction process and intertwining that with their existing operations, so that way we can maintain all of their existing operations and minimize the impact as much as possible while we do what it is that they hire us to do. Chrysler has really become the cornerstone client for Shook in Indiana in the industrial market channel.